Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. My home park has 14 fantastic roller coasters, and today we're going to be ranking them, all of them except for Green Lantern and Medusa, because I have not ridden them yet, so yes. And you might be wondering, Coaster Joe, why are you ranking them? You already did in one of your videos, which was like 3 months ago. Yeah, I called Batman's inversions loops. I called King Naka's top hat. That's like just when you get up there. Like I barely was a coaster enthusiast because if you watch the video, you'll just trust me. If you watch it, you'll understand. Starting at the number 12 spot, since I didn't ride Green Lantern and Medusa, we have Little Devil Coaster. Now this is just a kiddie coaster. Really not much to say about it. I mean, it's okay. It's really just a kiddie coaster. There's really not much to say about it. Number 11 is going to have to go to Harley Quinn Crazy Train. It was pretty good. I rode in the back row. It's a family coaster. There's really nothing to say about it. I did I did ride in pouring rain. So, that kind of added to the fun. But anyways, there's really not much to say about it. All right, number 10, we have Skull Mountain. Now, if you want to ride this and want to get some actually pretty good flow ejector airtime on the first drop, go in the back row, because it's very surprising for a family coaster to have sort of ejector airtime, quote unquote, because it's a family coaster and family coasters don't really have any really airtime because it's not supposed to be like intense or really thrilling. So if you want to get at least some, not intense, it's not even intense, but just like a little bit of airtime, go into the back row, because that first drop is pretty good in the back row and there's really not much to say about it. I wish it would have some lights in there sometimes, maybe like some like fun colors in there, maybe not just dark all the time, but it's still a good ride. There's not a lot to say about it, really just a family coaster that's not too intense and is good for families. Number 9 is going to have to go to Runaway Mine Train. Now, it's a pretty good family ride. I will say it does have some rough spots in there, but, give it a little love. It's pretty much the oldest coaster there. It is the oldest coaster there. But there is, such a surprising ejector airtime hill at the end of the ride. It is so surprising. Since it's a family coaster and it's a mine train, you would never think that there would be, even, a little bit of airtime. It's an ejector airtime hill on a mine train coaster. It sounds really weird, but if you ride it, you'll understand. Just brace yourself for it, because I know the first time I was not ready for that, and I was like, whoa, that was some ejector airtime. And if you're in the front row, because I rode that the last time I rode it, and oh my gosh, that is some great ejector airtime. Yes, it can hurt sometimes, but it's ejector airtime. It's pretty good. It's obviously not as good as El Toro or anything like that, but it's a pretty good mine train coaster, I think. If you like your family and, you like not super thrilling rides, I think Runaway Mine Train is a pretty good ride to start off with, or you just want to have a relaxing ride and, kind of just soar through the trees, because I do like how Runaway Mine Train does that. Then Runaway Mine Train is probably the ride for you. Number 8. Okay, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, because it's a very beloved ride, and I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to go to King Naka. I'm sorry. I know everybody loves this ride. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, but I don't care. It's just my personal opinion. And I honestly, this ride is okay. It's fun. It's not bad, but I got a headache after the third time. And, if I get a headache on a roller coaster, then, that's probably not the coaster for me, because I don't get headaches at all, especially on roller coasters. I went on this on opening day. Surprisingly, I don't have an opening day vlog, which definitely 2024 I'll have one. I just don't think I was kind of ready for the vlog yet, because I didn't really know how to do it yet, so that's why there's no opening day vlog. But next year I'll definitely have one, because I know how to do it now. But anyways, I rode it and it was fun, and it can have a rattle sometimes. I've heard if you ride in the front row, it's pretty smooth, because I don't think it's a wheel seat, so I've heard it's pretty smooth if you ride in the front row, but I haven't ridden in the front row because I've heard mixed things about it. Everybody loves front row, so I've heard it's hard to breathe. Your face flaps back. It just sounds pretty fun. So I'm gonna have to re-ride King Naka sometime, but I think right now I'm just kind of worried about the headache, because if I would, okay, here's the deal. It's a possibility. I'm not saying yes, but maybe next time we go, I will ride it. Okay? End of the day, I might ride it. Okay? And guys, sorry, I forgot. I haven't ridden Dark Knight either. I'm gonna ride that soon. Sorry guys, I forgot. It's just like a Wild Mouse coaster. I forgot that I haven't ridden it. So, I am very sorry. Okay, on to the next one. Number 7 is gonna have to go to... It's gonna have to go to Superman. I like Superman. This is so hard for me to rank Superman and number 6. It's very hard, but I just kind of picked which one has better elements and is more of a compact and kind of like ride like that. So Superman is an awesome ride. Of course, the first drop is good, especially in the back row. Especially in the front row, there's so much, it's like hang time, but you're not upside down. You're just on your stomach, but it feels like you're upside down because literally you're just hanging there at the first drop. And yes, it's an awesome coaster, but I feel like, the pretzel loop is fantastic, very intense. It's a very good pretzel loop, but kind of after that, you kind of just meander like kind of around a bit. You just kind of turn and turn again. Yes, it's good. It's a very good, kind of just like looking around coaster. It's a good, just like if you want to just like relax after the pretzel loop coaster. And yes, it's an awesome flying coaster. No hate on Superman. I just picked for number 6. It's better elements and kind of more thrilling, I would say. But I think the flying, flying, how you're flying kind of pushed it up a little bit, because if it didn't fly, then if it was like a floorless coaster, it would be pretty down, because you're kind of just meandering around a little bit. You're not really going into any inversions. I do like the 0G roll. I'm pretty sure it's a 0G roll right before the brakes. That's pretty cool. But if they had like another one, then that would be cool. Kind of like Manta at SeaWorld, that's a pretty good coaster, It has some good, it's a picturesque coaster because it goes around some of the, it's like a water thing, and it goes around and you can like kind of take a picture of it, and it'd probably be it's a good picturesque coaster. But anyways, back to Superman. It's still a good coaster, but I wouldn't rank it more than number 6, so let's get on to number 6. Number 6 is going to have to go to Batman, the ride. Now, I do like this ride. It can be a little rough at sometimes. The 0G roll right after the vertical loop is a little rough because, even if you lean your head forward or put it back, because that's what I do, it's still, you still bang your head, and it's not the best, as smoothness. It's not a bad ride, though. I definitely think, that it's like a helix, sort of, but it's not like a full helix. But, it's a pretty good helix-ish. And you have to give some forces, so, it's pretty good. The corkscrews, they can be a little rough at sometimes, but if you just keep your head back, then you should be good. But it's an awesome ride. I definitely would recommend it, because the first time I went to Great Adventure, we rode Batman first, and we liked it. So if you guys are just looking for an inverted coaster, maybe your first one or your second one, your beginning one, Batman is a good ride. Okay, guys, so I'm so sorry, but I just realized since I forgot that I didn't ride Dark Knight coaster, this is number 2 spot. Or wait, no, this is number 3 spot, not number 4. So sorry. So everything is just still the same, ranking. It's just different numbers. So sorry about that. I just kind of forgot about that. And now let's get on to number 3. Number 3 is gonna have to go to Jersey Devil. I do like this coaster, and I think that it's an awesome coaster. It's very hard to rank these two, but it's just not as good as number 2. I've ridden number 2 a lot, and I've kind of grown with it, kind of like a little bit better. But Jersey Devil's an awesome coaster. I love the first drop. I love the 0G stall. I do have one complaint. If you get stapled on Jersey Devil, it hurts so bad. It hurts. It hurts very bad. The ejector airtime on that one airtime hill, that hurts. And I always put my hands up on Jersey Devil. It's an awesome coaster. It's a coaster that I like to put my hands up on. And when I'm stapled, I just cannot do it because it hurts that bad. So, you know, I wouldn't recommend, you know, like trying not to get stapled, but like sometimes when I go on Jersey Devil, I just hope that the attendant won't push it down so far that it hurts. But, you know, they're just doing their job, and I do respect that, but I think that there's really no need to push it down super hard, but I can understand, like, no hate to Great Adventures, like, you know, attendants, they're just doing their job, I understand. Safety is the first priority, but I'm just saying that, and also, one more complaint about it, it's still an awesome ride. These complaints are very small. So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but lately I found a little bit of a pothole, which is not bad. It just means like a rough spot. But right before you go into the zero-G stall, it's like it kind of feels like someone's banging on your head. And it hurts pretty bad, but it doesn't ruin the ride. Everything else is glass smooth, and I just want to point that out and just say that these reasons are kind of taking some things away from being at the number 2 spot, but definitely a good coaster, and I would definitely recommend it. Okay, we have made it to our number 2 spot, which is gonna have to go to El Toro. I love this coaster. It's an awesome wooden coaster. You know, the first drop is epic, and you know, it's very different from other wooden coaster first drops, and it's such good ejector airtime. Those 3 airtime hills, or is there 2? Sorry guys, I never can remember if it's 3 airtime hills after the drop or 2. Correct, I think it might be 2, but it could be 3, I'm pretty sure it's 2. But they're all good, and the Rolling Thunder Hill is fantastic. I love the Rolling Thunder Hill. You know, it's an awesome ride. And there's so much things to say about it, that it's not too rough, it's not rough at all, pretty much. The first half is super duper smooth. It's pretty much glass smooth. The second half, I would say, is a little bit noticeable more rough, but it doesn't ruin the ride at all, you know. I still put one hand up because I hold on with the other hand. But, you know, probably one day I'll put both of my hands up. But I think it's an awesome coaster, and it's definitely the second best ride at Great Adventure, and it's one of the best roller coasters on earth. I love El Toro. Everybody loves Toro. It's everybody who ranks roller coasters. El Toro is somewhere on there, pretty far up in the list. So I do like El Toro. I think it's an awesome ride. Okay, guys. So I'm so sorry, but I'm just very forgetful today. I didn't ride Joker either, but I mean, it's a roller coaster, but like it's not like one of the main ones. But so sorry. Forgot again. Just very forgetful today. I guess I am. Sorry about that. So now we're going to go on to our number 1 spot. Alrighty. So we made it to our number 1 spot. I'm excited to tell you guys, but I think you guys probably already know if you guys have watched my channel. It's going to have to go to Nitro. You guys know Nitro's my favorite coaster. I love Nitro. Awesome B&M Hyper. There's so many things to say about it. The bunny hills are awesome. The Helix is awesome. There's a pretty good flow ejector airtime. You know, it's an awesome coaster. Right before the Helix, that airtime hill has some good, it's one of the stronger airtime hills, so it's pretty good. And especially the bunny hill, some good flow ejector airtime. It's just an awesome coaster. You know, it does depend on some days if it's running fast or not, but that doesn't change anything for me. But I definitely recommend the back row, and just getting whipped down that drop is awesome. I love getting whipped down the drop. That's like my favorite row. I've ridden pretty much all the rows, literally every row. And I've probably ridden Nitro like 50 times. I love Nitro. We marathon it. If you guys haven't watched my vlog, see, I say, like, even my latest vlog, I said that I rode Nitro like 5 times and 12 times. You know, it's just an awesome coaster. I definitely recommend it. It's not too intense. You know, it's fun. It's fun. I love soaring through the woods. It's an awesome B&M Hyper, and there's so many things to say about it, and I don't really know what else to say about it, because it's just so fun, you know? And if I said everything I would say about it, this would be a pretty long video, so that is my number 1 spot, and you guys probably guessed it if you watch my channel. But anyways, I probably is going to do it for ranking pretty much every roller coaster at Great Adventure, except for Joker, Medusa, Green Lantern, and Dark Knight coaster. I'll try to ride those so I can, maybe make another video about this and, put those in there. But soon, when we go to Cedar Point, August 22nd, that's when we're going. There's going to be a vlog out. Probably not that day, but one of the days. But I'm so excited to go. And we're going to try to ride a good amount of roller coasters there. So I'll probably do a ranking for that, for Cedar Point too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.